Islanders 2, Capitals 0. Image Islanders coach Barry Trotz, who guided the Capitals to the Stanley Cup last season, waving to the crowd in Washington during a first-period video tribute on Friday night. CreditCreditGeoff Burke, USA Today Sports, via Reuters Washington. Josh Bailey and Cal Clutterbuck scored third-period goals, Thomas Greiss made 19 saves for the shutout, and the Islanders moved into first place in the Metropolitan Division by beating the Capitals 2-0 on Friday night in Barry Trotz's return to Washington. Trotz's Islanders have won 4 in a row in 14 of their past 17 games to leapfrog the team he coached to the Stanley Cup last year. They improved to 7-0 in the second half of back-to-back games this season. The Capitals have hit a rough patch under their new coach, Todd Reirden, losing 4 in a row for the first time since March 2017. Washington has just won 5-on-5 goal during its skid and has lost 7 of 10. Image Islanders goalie Thomas Greiss stopped all 19 shots he faced. Credit Nick was his Associated Press. Greiss was not tested much on the way to his second shutout this season. Bailey redirected Matthew Barzal's shot at 5 minutes 8 seconds into the third to break a 0-0 tie, and Clutterbuck scored on a two-man breakaway not long after to help Greiss pick up his 14th victory. Washington goaltender Braden Holtby was sharp in stopping 23 of the 25 shots he faced in the game, his first since his left eye was injured on a high stick on Saturday. Holtby said earlier in the day that he was back to 100%. Trotz, 56, was honored with a video tribute during the first period. Even though he faced the Capitals at Barclays Center earlier this season, he received his Stanley Cup ring, as did the assistant Lane Lambert and Mitch Korn, the director of goaltending. Trotz expected another emotional night being back in Washington. Fans gave Trotz a lengthy standing ovation throughout the video, which summed up his 4 years in Washington, from when he was hired to the lifting of the cup in Las Vegas. He left the Capitals in a contract dispute in June, was hired by the Islanders days later and was replaced by Reirden, a longtime assistant. Trotz said the Islanders' progress through 48 games had reminded him of his first season with the Capitals. They have been one of the NHL's bigger surprises in their first season under Trotz and general manager Lou Lamoriello, having lost the point-a-game center John Tavares to his hometown Toronto Maple Leafs in free agency last summer. A version of this article appears in print on page D6 of the New York edition with the headline, Islanders seize division lead from Capitals. Order reprints. Today's paper, subscribe.